Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to some heavy cargo simulator, um, heavy cargo truck simulator even. So first thing I want to do is before we get into this video, I want to kind of address the elephant in the room here. I made a post talking about how I was going to be gone for a while and I didn't know when I was going to come back. So thankfully, with as quick as life can kind of kick you when you're down, it can also kind of lift you up at times too. So there was a couple of big issues um, preventing me from creating content. One of those is the heat. It's been an extremely hot summer here, and my room is just unbearable. Even with a fan in it, it's just unbearably hot in my room. So the times that I can actually create content would be early mornings and later at night. Early mornings, I'm too busy. That's like when I have to get things done around the house, pick my wife up from work and take care of the house, take care of the dogs, blah blah blah. So things settle down normally for me more in the afternoons, but with the heat, just can't do that. And late at night is a no-go because since I've been diagnosed with sleep apnea, I really have to get on a consistent sleep schedule. So it's important to go to bed at the same time every night and to wake up at the same time every morning. God, it sucks getting old, man. I remember when I was young, I could go to bed anytime and wake up anytime, and it's all good. But unfortunately, as we get older, these things happen and we have to take care of ourselves more. There was another issue preventing me from doing content, though, that I'm not going to get into, but that has been resolved for the most part. Yeah, it's been resolved. So one hurdle that I can't do anything about, the heat. The other one is straightened out now, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then my wife hurt herself. She broke her ankle, so she's not with me right now. She's in the hospital. Then after the hospital, she has to stay in a physical rehab facility. So yeah, she's not going to be here for several weeks. Yeah, and then it's going to be a long road for her. So, what does this mean for the channel? It means that I'm not back 100% yet, but I'm also going to be around more than I thought I was going to be around, which is a good thing. And like I said, you know, I just like to keep you guys updated because with the algorithm and stuff like that, if you guys forget about me and I don't get views, then I'm gonna have to rebuild the whole channel again, which I have done in the past. And if I have to, I will do it in the future. But hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully, we'll get into some sort of normalcy here. Maybe I can do a couple videos a week. Nothing like before. Maybe a live stream here or there. No promises on that. But just know that thankfully things have turned around a little bit. So with that being said, let's get into what today's video is about. So this game has had a huge update, and honestly, I haven't seen any content creators talking about this or covering it. So I wanted to jump on and see what it was all about. This game got an update. As you can see, there's a DLC that you can get for now that adds new missions and stuff like that. But it also added force feedback for wheels. Kind of. So if we go over to options here and go down to steering, general, it never remembers your settings. So you bring it over here to wheel, and as you can see, it says force feedback on. The force is all up. Now, I will say this, okay? These settings are here. There's no force feedback in the game whatsoever. I hopped in their Discord and I seen people talking about it, like, does the game not support Thrustmaster? Does not support this and this and that? And people are saying, the force feedback, there's no force feedback, and I'm not going to bash these developers on this. They did say, like, well, force feedback isn't just vibration and stuff like that, but it's like there's nothing. So I even told them, I'm like, you guys really need to maybe play ATS or ETS2, even like Fernbus on PC to see how like a game like this should react with force feedback. And the community manager did get back to me, and he said that it is something that they're gonna try to work on the force feedback, but they're gonna have to kind of work on the physics of the vehicles as well. So if we just get in the game real quick here, I'll try to. I can't show you, but we'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so here we are in one of the mission trucks. We are on a mission here. So originally, when I first booted the game up and played it, I didn't get any force feedback. So I thought, oh, maybe it's just with the van. Maybe the force feedback kicks in when you get into the semis. But unfortunately, it never happened. So we'll start the truck up, and again, like it's weird because my controller's vibrating, but you don't feel anything in the the truck at all. So if we move, like literally the steering wheel, it's literally just like it was before. Like I don't feel any resistance. The steering wheel is the exact same. And why I was so excited about hearing that they were bringing force feedback to this is because I have a steering wheel that supports force feedback, so I would like that. But usually the steering gets so much better in games that have force feedback, and not just on wheel. For the most part, like even with Fernbus and games like that, and even like Bus Simulator series, driving on controller is so much better when there's some kind of force feedback involved with the wheel. So I thought, awesome, this is going to happen. But yeah, there is absolutely no force feedback. Like I don't feel anything. You don't get any little bit of resistance in the wheel. I don't, the wheel doesn't come back. If I go over a curb, nothing. You don't feel anything. I mean, these are all things you should feel in the wheel because you can't feel them any other way. Like it kills me with Aerosoft, and I'm not saying Aerosoft because this isn't Aerosoft developing this game. It is Tox 2. But what kills me about all these Aerosoft developers is that they have this weird feeling that like, oh, force feedback is just vibration in the wheel, and it's like yes, that's the point in force feedback, and what he said was all they did was again it's speed sensitive steering, so it's like easier to steer the faster you go or something like that, which is like that's fine, but that's not force feedback. Force feedback is me feeling the road. It's you feeling the road. If you go through a pothole, you feel a little bit of a jar in the wheel. If you go over a curb, you feel it. It's not. It's so much more. It's literally feeling everything that you would feel in the truck, but you have to feel it through the wheel because it's all we have. Right? It's all we have. Like, not everybody has a motion platform or like a haptic pad or something like that to feel these things, which I don't think I don't think this game supports any of that anyway. But the point is, the force feedback, it's got to come through the wheel. Right now, my wheel is absolutely dead. It's just like it was before. It's nothing. So, anyway, he said that they're going to be looking at it, maybe working on it. And again, I'm not bashing them because at least hopefully they're going to try. What I mean? But I don't understand. I don't understand how they do the things they do. Like, just play other. I'm going to try to hit this car and see what impact feels like. No, I just hit that car and literally my controller vibrates. The wheel does nothing. I felt no impact to the wheel whatsoever. So it's just, I don't understand. I just don't understand. These developers, they say they're going to give you something, and it's like, I feel like they don't even understand what force feedback is. You know what I mean? Like, literally, guys, just if you're one of the developers of the game, just play a game with force feedback. Play Fernbus, play Tourist Bus, play the bus, play ATS, play ETS2. I'm not gonna say racing games because that's a completely different kind of force feedback sensation that you get. But I mean, any one of those simulators, they do force feedback really well. And I would say just play one of those games to see how it feels, so you'll know what it is we as a player are expecting from a force feedback in a game like this. So unfortunately, guys, again, it's like I never had good news for you guys. It's just the way it is. I guess I don't know. It's just the games that we choose to play. It's just disappointment after disappointment. Although, again, like I said, though, this game is a lot better in the driving department. It is more fun now than it's ever been on controller and on wheel, especially. So, fingers crossed that they will get it right. Fingers crossed that they will continue to work on it and possibly give us like real force feedback. But let me know in the comments if you guys are like Logitech. Does it work on Logitech? Maybe it's just Fanatic and Thrustmaster is not working right or something. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Cherish your loved ones. Give them a hug. Don't take anything for granted. And we'll see you next time.